I gotta show you. So you know how you're supposed to practice with like treats in the bucket?
Yeah.
Well, not only was Harper watching, but so was my cat.
What?
You're kidding. She saw treats in the bucket. So when I put it away, it was on the counter. It was far on the counter. She like pulled it to the floor and like chewed up. Like she knew there's treats in there. I was like, you fat cat. She walked. And then yeah, I was it was unattended and I came back, it was on the floor and this was just like it's like this cat was watching and she knew the treats got in there. She is. She loves those chicken treats.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just fresh chicken.
Why wouldn't she like it? But I thought it was funny that I'm trying to teach my dog the bucket is good, but the cat was also.
That's funny.
Oh, you know what? I don't think the clicker's in here. I just realized that.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's on the.
I'll give you another one to use today.
Okay, thank you. Are you drooling, girl? Stop.
Which are the pictures? That's something I want to buy.
They're usually here on. Oh, I thought you meant you needed one today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's right. You can keep that one. Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. He's such a love bug. Okay. Mine's already in there.
You want this? So.
Good. Nice. Yes, good girl. Okay.
She's really gentle. She takes a treat.
Would you like to use So last week, okay. Last week, we worked on color recognition for blue, environmental cueing at the door, reading down, and object recognition with a palm. Okay? So that's what she missed, and you've already done the down with her. Good. How's she doing with it?
Really good.
Yeah? She's still doing good with the sit also?
Yeah,
Okay.
she is.
How is he doing with everything that we started? Yeah?
I don't think it's hard for him.
Was he?
Yeah, but then
Oh, but the other one. Yeah.
it was not last week.
Yeah. He just gets so excited when he sees other dogs. Okay. So you started to say,
Except for the bucket.
are you still struggling with that?
Maybe I was struggling with it. But what's the purpose of the bucket? I know I'm feeding it out of the bucket.
He's finding value in that bucket.
Okay.
It's basically for it. Okay, the bucket game gives your dog the ability to communicate their willingness to participate in things like nail trims, brushing, ear cleaning, etc. This activity was created by blah, blah, blah. So it's basically getting him focused and keeping him be prepared for things like nail trimming, brushing, bounds. So it's another way of focusing. Right? All right. How is he doing with that object recognition? Yeah? Okay. What about that environmental cueing at the door?
You didn't really get
Good, all right. Right. Oh, we also did traffic.
Yeah.
What? I forgot about that one. I'm gonna mark the ones that we need personal up. This one. Okay, just so I know which ones to work on with her. All right. So today, we're going to work on color recognition with yellow. When a dog sees colors, they actually see from yellow into blue. So the first color they see is the yellow color. The last color they see is the different shades of blue. Now on the form that I gave you, of course our printers don't print in color, but there is a graph that shows how your dogs see comparatively to how we see things. So it isn't in color. It's in the booklet, though. Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot about that. All right, here we go. So this is how your dog sees colors. It starts with the yellow, and they can see into different shades of blue that kind of turn into purple. This is how we see colors. No, they don't really see much red at all. It's all yellow. They may see a little bit of red towards the end of the purple, but that's it. Okay? So this is how they see things. This is how they see the world. We use the two most dominant colors for your dogs to recognize as the color choices because that just makes more sense. All right?
That's the end of the spectrum.
That's the end of the spectrum for them. So we did the blue at the end of the spectrum. Now we're going to do the yellow, which is at the front of the spectrum. When we did the blue, and this is probably something you can do at home because the blue is going to be the same as the yellow. I don't suggest that you do the blue and the yellow together in one day or even 2 days. I would split it up, do half the week in blue and give it a day rest and then the rest of the week in yellow so that we're not getting them confused. Okay, so when we're getting them to recognize the yellow color, all we're doing to begin with is, and I still have to get used to this clicker.
Does the clicker have to be on this hand with the food?
No, you can put it anywhere you're comfortable.
All right.
That makes a difference,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
that's the
Okay, all we're going to do is have the dog sit down because they can focus better if they're sitting. Once they're sitting down, you're going to hold this about 4 or 5 inches away from them. Anytime they give it any kind of attention, whether it's touching it with their nose, even looking at that, you're going to click and then reward for it. Every time they touch it or look at it, you say yellow and click, then reward. Okay? Buddy, can you sit? Good boy. Sit. Yellow. Okay, so all I'm doing is naming it as he goes after, or goes to touch it or looks at it. Yellow. Good boy. Sit. Yellow. It's hard to hold the frisbee
I
with
know
it.
we're going to still get that.
Buddy. Yellow. Sit.
Yes.
Yellow. Good boy. Drop it. Yellow. Try to hold it low enough that she isn't jumping for it. Yellow.
Yellow.
Okay, go ahead and try. I have found that if you hold the clicker here, and the frisbee here, you can still click
Okay.
and hold it.
Okay.
Yep, the treats behind your back, because he's looking at those treats.
She's
Yellow.
supposed to
He's
touch it.
looking at it, clicking and
Yellow.
Good.
Yellow.
Am I supposed to say yes or anything?
Yellow. Just say yellow.
Yellow.
Good.
Yellow. Yellow. Buddy.
Nice.
Yellow,
We're gonna do this a half a dozen times or more.
Oopsie.
yellow,
You have a treat for Johnny.
yellow. Oh, you like these treats, don't you? Yellow. Yes, treat. Yellow, yellow,
Pepper. Sit.
yellow.
Yellow.
Good.
Buddy wearing me out. Yellow. Somebody
Good.
figured out. Yellow.
Make sure you're doing it in different areas, so it's not always in the same
Yellow.
place.
Yellow.
Good. Okay, this is easy enough, right? He's like, hey, where'd it go?
Yellow.
Yellow.
All right, good job.
All right.
So this is how you're going to practice both the blue and the yellow.
Okay.
Blue, obviously you say blue, yellow for yellow.
Okay.
Separate times for each. All right,
Okay.
any
All
questions?
done. All done.
I like the colors. Buddy.
Okay.
Pepper.
No. Some of the
Okay.
alcohol is.
All right, we did object recognition last week. So we're not going to do the recognition of 2 items this week. We're going to hold off on that until we can get Harper up in on that.
No.
All right,
That's still everything.
where is my, there we go, that's what I'm looking for. I printed out your weekly things for you like I had promised. All right. We're going to work on find it.
Harper, come. Oh.
Buddy. You talk for a long
Find it is a really great way to give your dog some brain stimulation by using their brain and their nose to find objects. As soon as I find my page, we're going to test it up. Okay, so anyway, when we're doing the find it, keeping in your seat, what you're going to do is become very predictable at this point. You're going to sit down, you're going to take a treat, you're going to put it on the floor next to your chair. When he looks at it, or goes towards it, find it. They pick it up and eat it. Do it again. Do it 5 or 6 times. When they look at it or go towards it, find it. Okay?
They get that treat.
They get the treat on the floor. Once they get consistent and they're automatically going towards it, then you can put it in a different place. Put it on the other side. Put it between your feet. Move it around to different areas and tell them to find it. Okay? Go ahead. What is her nose? She's like, her nose is straight up to the wall. She's right there. Okay? Go ahead. Well, that's
Snatch
good.
them before I can say anything.
So have her sit first, and then you can put it in place. After each exercise, one thing I forgot after the yellow, after each exercise, all done.
Yeah, I did that.
So that they know we're done with this one.
I don't understand this one because she's gonna get it before I can put it down.
Tell her to sit
Sit.
and wait.
Ready? Sit,
Find it.
sit,
Yes.
Good.
wait,
Sit.
wait,
Find it.
Yes.
Yes. Sit.
Sit. Wait.
Find it.
Find it.
Yes.
Find it.
Just, he sees it, let him go through it. Yes,
Yes.
Sit.
good.
Wait.
Sit.
Now what I'd like is for you to not have to use the wait command,
Yes.
and she should know to wait until you say find it.
Sit.
Sit.
Find it.
Sit.
Yes.
Good.
Find it. Yes.
Found another one.
Sit.
Perfect. Sit.
Sit.
Find it.
Find it.
Yes.
Find it. Yes.
Sit. Find it.
Sit.
Yes. Sit.
Find it. Yes.
Find it. Yes.
Good. Okay.
Good.
Now, when you ask your dog to sit, place that on the floor. He's going up to it before you even get to it.
Sit.
Put your dog in a wait. Put it on the floor. Release. Okay, now you're going to mark when you say find it as they get it. Okay? So when they go to pick up that treat, find it. So now you're marking picking up that treat means find it. But you put them in the sit and wait first while you place it, and then you say find it when they go towards it. Okay?
Perfect. Sit.
Sit.
Wait.
Buddy. Sit. Wait.
I didn't miss you. Look at me.
Okay.
Find
Find
it.
it.
Sit.
Perfect. Good. That was
Wait.
perfect timing.
Okay.
Sit.
Find it.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Find it.
So I want when she's in a wait, you're gonna release her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When she goes towards it, goes to pick it up, find it.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect. Sit. Wait. Okay. Find it.
Perfect. Very good. And done.
Well, no. Big buddy, have you completed?
That's part of
this?
the
Wait.
stress.
Yeah, just kind of listening. Sit.
Sit. Wait.
Sit.
Okay.
Wait.
Find it.
She find it.
Okay.
That.
Now that they're getting good at it, place it behind your feet so they don't see it from where they're sitting.
Okay.
Cover. Okay.
Sit.
This is going to get them to start using their nose.
Cover.
Sit. Wait.
Wait. Why do you keep laying down every single thing?
Oh, that's just how she works.
Find it. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I
Find
got
it.
ahead of myself.
Find it.
Find it.
Good.
Cover.
Good boy,
Sit.
you little biter. You little biter.
Wait.
You bite my arm. Sit.
From better.
Sit. Wait.
Going from. Sit. Sit. Wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this is making him use his nose. That's good.
Find it.
Good. Nice.
Sit.
Cover.
Sit.
Okay.
Wait.
Cover.
Okay.
Cover. Come here. Sit. Wait. Sit. Wait. Okay. Fine. Find it.
Good. Which one is it under?
Cover.
He knows it's there somewhere.
I know that, right?
Where is it?
Yeah, forgot about it.
Where is it?
Cover. Look at me. Look. Look. Sit. Wait.
Right here. I just saw the puppy I was holding.
Okay. Look. Find it.
Good.
All done your dog?
All done.
Very
All
good.
done.
This is the first step in teaching them nose work. Teaching them to be able to find things with their nose. One of my dog's absolute favorite games in the whole world is the hide and seek. We call it hide and seek, but it's find it. I ask her to go to the pillow. She gets on her pillow. I say, excuse me, I tell her to wait. I go somewhere else in the house and I hide a treat, and I'll come back and release her and say, go find it. She gets up and she searches the whole house with her nose until she comes up on that treat. She loves that game. This is something that she would probably really get into, both of them. Okay? Teaches them to use their nose. And that's important for dogs because they live their lives by their nose. Okay? Any questions? Okay. So we kind of got mixed up in our order here, so bear with me. I'm trying to figure out what he's done that you haven't, that I don't want to go over again.
I will never be offended if you went over anything.
Okay.
And I know you got a schedule to keep.
That's okay. As long as we get to it all by the end of the 6 weeks, we're good. Okay.
Put it down. Sit. Sit.
Okay. So adding we're going to add distraction to the bucket game. This might be a little challenging. Actually, you know what? Let's do something different. We're going to go to the spin and fading the okay?
I'm sorry, buddy, so I was spinning one.
Fading the other away. Okay? All right.
Buddy.
So this is a really fun exercise for dogs. It teaches them directionality. It also teaches them to follow a cue in an opposite direction of what they're normally going in. So it's teaching them to walk forward, teaching them to back up, things like that. Now we're going to teach them to spin in a circle. Okay? It provides a lot of mental stimulation for them, so this is a lot of brain work. What we're going to start doing, the goal is to get your dog to turn in a circle when cued. So we're going to start by holding a treat at the dog's nose. Now some dogs actually have a direction that they favor. If you try to go clockwise and the dog struggles and flips around, then try to go counterclockwise. You do that first, but do the side that they're most comfortable on. What we're going to do is if you take the lure below the dog's chin and lure in a circle, but keeping their nose on it. When they make a full round, yes. Okay? Okay. So very simple. So if he's doing counterclockwise, okay? Here, buddy. You're just going to lure all the way around into a circle. Yes. And reward when he finishes that circle. Okay? So we'll start with that there. It's easier to do if you're standing because you're going to have to reach all the way around your dog to follow that circle.
Buddy.
Now when he's following that lure, he's not focusing on anything but that treat. You can drop the lead now. Keep it below the nose, below the jaw.
Yes.
Yes. So take her back that way, Barky. She's running into time. So keep it below the nose level, below the jaw, below the... She's trying to figure out what you're doing.
Yes.
If you keep it lower than the mouth, then it's easier for them to follow. And she may be struggling to turn in that direction, so let's try the other side.
Okay. Yes. I'm just saying yes or no.
Yeah, just for now.
Struggling.
Good. don't say come, because we're gonna put the spin word to it.
Yes.
Good. Okay, now we're gonna take it to part two, after Tyler gives it a couple of tries. There you go. Good. Good. And she's not gonna go anywhere while she's following that tree. You can drop the leash while you're just doing the circle, so it's not getting all tangled. So get her standing. If you're going too low, she's gonna lay down, which is what she was trying to do. So get it just below the chin, not too low. See? Good, it does. So try keeping it at the nose. Standing up, you have to stand up. She's doing everything she knows because she's not sure what you need. And she's scratching stress.
Buddy.
There you go. Good. Good. One more over here. Yes. Good. All right. Now, you're going to add the cue spin. As you're luring them around in that circle, you're going to say spin, mark and reward at the end of that circle like you were doing.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you're holding it a little too low because it's kind of crouching to go around because he's anticipating you're trying to get it to lay down.
Okay.
So get it a little bit higher.
All right. Buddy, what did I got?
Spin.
Spin. Yes.
Spin.
I got it. Yes.
Good. That's better.
Spin. Spin. Yes.
Spin.
Yes, very good.
Spin.
Good.
Yes.
Now they're getting it.
Spin.
Good.
Yes.
Spin.
He's got it. Good job.
Spin.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. The next step in this is to see if you can get them to follow an empty hand when they get, and you say spin as they're turning. You sneak it. You're not going to use the treat as the lure. You're going to use an empty hand into that spin. Say spin as they're going around.
Okay.
When you mark it at the end of that circle, you reward from the opposite hand.
Okay. And click.
And click. Good. Make sure you're saying spin on the way around. Put your left hand behind your back. You keep watching your hand.
Spin.
Yes.
Spin.
Nice.
Yes.
Good. You see how much smoother he's doing it now?
Yes, yes. Still want to get that device.
Spin.
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 Good. You've got an empty hand that you're luring with?
Yes.
Okay, good.
She didn't take it out of my hand that time.
You need 400.
Okay.
Spin.
Good. Nice. Okay, very good. Now, the last step in this is to use the verbal cue and pause and see if your dog completes the spin on their own with the verbal cue.
Okay.
Okay?
Buddy. Spin.
Harper spin.
Spin.
Yep, they both sat down. Yeah. Okay. let's do the hand signal. No war. Come here, buddy. Spin. Drop it. Buddy, spin. This way. Spin. Yes.
He's run back when you do that.
Spin. Up. Spin.
Spin.
I'm going too fast.
Spin.
Yes. All right. So the hand signal is going to be just a point and this. Got it. Come here, you.
One.
The, unwelcome visitor of the day. Hello.
Okay, so the hand signal, you're going to, don't yell at me. The hand signal is going to be to point in a circle. Mark and reward at the end. Say spin and spin. Spin. Drop it. Spin. Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
Spin.
Okay.
Spin. Yes.
Spin.
Good. You're rewarding with the opposite hand. Very good.
Everybody.
Spin.
Thank you.
Good.
Good.
Show off for it.
I want you to slowly move your hand further away from the dog for that spin, but still get them to follow it around.
Spin.
Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Spin.
Spin.
Yeah. Good.
See it.
Yeah.
Spin.
Spin.
Yes.
Like I know you don't have goodies in that hand.
Buddy. Spin. Yes.
But you're not fooling me.
Spin. No. Buddy. Spin.
Go slower so you can follow it. There you go.
Yes.
All right. What we're looking for is to be able to get to the point, I'm watching you, is to be able to get to the point where your dog is standing in front of you and you can say, spin, and they automatically go into that spin. Make sure that the hand signal that you're giving is the same direction that we follow.